Next, determine the Fourier transform of single-sided exponential signal. So single-sided exponential signal. So that is right-sided exponential signal or left-sided exponential signal. The single-sided exponential signal is given by or defined as x of t or f of t is equal e power minus at u of t. E power minus at u of t is the single-sided exponential signal. So now here we are considering e power minus at, that is decaying exponential signal. That is decaying exponential signal. E power minus at u of t, where u of t is an unit step signal. According to definition of unit step signal, u of t is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0. So t greater than or equal to 0 means t is equal to 0 to infinity. That is right sided signal. So e power minus at u of t is exponentially decaying signal. That is right sided exponential signal. And this is graphical representation of e power minus at u of t. So this definition is already discussed in first unit concepts. Now here we have to determine Fourier transform of e power minus at u of t. Okay, the given signal x of t or f of t is e power minus at u of t. So now calculate the Fourier transform of a signal f of t. The Fourier transform of f of t is given by f of omega is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity f of t into e power minus j omega t dt. So now here, what is the function f of t? The function f of t is exponential signal, single-sided exponential signal, that is right-sided exponential signal. Substitute f of t value here, e power minus at u of t into e power minus j omega t dt. So what is u of t? U of t is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0. When you applying the definition of the unit step signal, in this integration, what is the range of the time t? T is varies from minus infinity to plus infinity. When you applying the definition of the unit step signal, the range of t start from 0. The range of time t start from 0. So therefore, applying the definition of the unit step signal, u of t is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0, 0 to infinity. E power minus at into 1, e power minus at, these two exponential terms is written as e power minus of a plus j omega t. Both the terms minus t is common. So take the common minus e power minus of a plus j omega t dt. So integral of e power minus of a plus j omega t dt is e power minus of a plus j omega into t by minus of a plus j omega over 0 to infinity. So now applying ranges of limits of t. Upper value of t is infinity and lower value of t is 0. E power minus of a plus j omega into infinity. A plus j omega into infinity, infinity. E power minus infinity minus lower limit of t is 0. A plus j omega into 0, 0. E power minus infinity. Divided by denominator term. E power minus infinity value is 0. E power minus 0 value is 1. So that is 0 minus 1 by denominator term. 0 minus 1 minus 1. Minus minus cancel. Therefore, f of omega is equal to 1 by a plus j omega. The Fourier transform of e power minus at u of t is 1 by a plus j omega. This is very important expression. So keep in mind this formula. Fourier transform of e power minus at u of t is 1 by a plus j omega. Okay, this is very important expression. Keep in mind this formula. Next, calculate magnitude spectrum and phase spectrum of single-sided exponential signal. So single-sided now here what is the single-sided exponential signal? E power minus at u of t is single-sided exponential signal. Now calculate continuation spectrum of e power minus amplitude spectrum of e power minus at u of t and phase spectrum of e power minus at u of t. How to calculate amplitude spectrum and phase spectrum? What is the general representation of f of omega? Magnitude of f of omega into e power j theta of omega. How to calculate magnitude of f of omega? Under root of real part of under square root of real part square plus imaginary part square. And how to determine phase angle? Theta of omega is equal tan inverse of imaginary part by real part. So now here, what is the RHS term? 1 by a plus j omega. So taking magnitude on both sides, there are two ways we can determine, and one way is directly taking magnitude on both sides, and second one is using rationalization. So using rationalization means that is 1 by a plus j omega. Using rationalization, a minus j omega by a minus j omega. The denominator term is a plus j omega into a minus j omega, a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. Denominator factor is a square minus j omega whole square. Numerator is a minus j omega. Okay, j square value is minus 1. Already before minus is there, minus into minus plus a square plus omega square. So this is written as a by a square plus omega square minus j into omega by a square plus omega square. In this equation, this is the real part and this is imaginary part. How to calculate magnitude? Square root of real part square plus imaginary part square. Okay. The magnitude is under root of a square plus omega square and phase angle is tan inverse of omega by a. So now here magnitude is magnitude of f of omega under root of or square root of real part a square by a square plus omega square whole square plus imaginary part square minus omega square by a square plus omega square whole square. What is the LCM? A square plus omega square whole square is the LCM. What is the numerator part? A square plus omega square. So numerator and denominator 1 a square plus omega square is cancelled. And what is the remaining term? Under root of a square plus omega square. That is this one. Okay. And phase angle. How to calculate the phase angle? Tan inverse of imaginary part by real part. So now here what is the imaginary part? Minus omega by a square plus omega square. What is the real part? A by a square plus omega square. Tan inverse of imaginary part minus omega by a square plus omega square divided by real part a by a square plus omega square. Numerator and denominator a square plus omega square is cancelled, and what is the remaining term? Tan inverse of omega by tan inverse of minus omega by a. Tan inverse of minus omega by a. Okay, that is one procedure we can determine magnitude and phase angle from 1 by a plus j omega. And second one is and this is f of omega value 1 by a plus j omega. So in this equation, taking magnitude on both sides, and LHS term is magnitude of f of omega and RHS term is numerator by denominator. So magnitude of numerator divided by magnitude of denominator. So what is the numerator part? 1. So magnitude of 1 is 1. What is the denominator part? Magnitude of a plus j omega. So what is the magnitude of a plus j omega? Square root of a square plus omega square. Okay. That is this one. 1 divided by a square plus omega square. Is it clear? Next, phase angle from this equation. 1 divided by, now here a plus j omega is in the denominator. So the phase angle is 1 divided by tan inverse of omega by a. Tan inverse of imaginary part by real part. 1 at an angle of tan inverse of omega by a. So this is at an angle of tan inverse of omega by a. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. So this denominator phase angle is coming to the numerator. We get negative sign. So minus tan inverse of omega by. So now here tan inverse of omega by a phase angle in the denominator. The denominator phase angle is coming to the numerator. We have negative sign. Okay. At an angle of minus tan inverse of omega by a. So that is the magnitude and phase angle of 1 by a plus j omega term. So what is the general representation? The general representation of f of omega is magnitude of f of omega e power j theta of omega. So comparing these two equations, this equation and this equation, where magnitude of f of omega is under root of a square plus omega square, and phase angle theta of omega is minus tan inverse of omega by a. Okay. So now draw the magnitude spectrum and phase spectrum. If omega is equal to 0, so what is the magnitude? 1 by under root of a square plus omega square. In the magnitude spectrum, x-axis is frequency, omega is varies from minus infinity to plus infinity. Calculate all values of omega. From minus infinity to plus infinity, calculate corresponding magnitude values of f of omega. And similarly calculate phase angle also. So now here we are determining phase angle, we are determining magnitude values at omega is equal to 0 center point, and omega is equal to minus infinity, and omega is equal to plus infinity.